This hole right here. Hole. Girl, I know you want to sleep.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target. Third down here. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Herbert throwing again. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert back to the air. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, it gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no harm, but right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Herbert finds Spiller on the check down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert finds Johnston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First down, Los Angeles.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He's got another one to Johnston. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Complete to Quentin Johnston. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Straight ahead at Spiller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This is 2nd and 8.
19 Tigers.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's Swift. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Swift. It's into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Now he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20, Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He finds his target, Allen, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 49-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for first man Burns. Derwin James on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It's simple.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Go. Wild.
Herbert now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 by 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage. It got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Hey, Catholic. Ray. Ready?
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 30 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards. yards, first down. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
And saving one of his best for the fourth quarter. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Home trips right.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
It's a turnover on down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
5-9.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the option to give to Swift here.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day.
And now here's another interception.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for